Hello there you guys again, welcome to another one of my live videos, and yes again, as I do this with you daily to daily, I update you with the latest transfer rumours that's going on around. And yes, Ed Woodward has now got as I just looked up, 4 dream signings that he would like to get in at Manchester United in the summer. He's Cristiano Ronaldo, Gareth Bale, Thomas Muller and Neymar. There his 4 dream signings are Ed Woodward's, but I don't think where is it? It's Ronaldo, Thomas Muller, Neymar, and Bale. I don't think out of them 4 we'll be lucky to get one of them 4, and that's Cristiano Ronaldo, because we heard after the Champions League final, before the Champions League final with Gareth Bale, if he wasn't going to get a start, he was going to come to the Premier League, and Manchester United were linked to him, Gareth Bale. But he's Premier League proven. Everyone says he's injury prone, but I just don't think Gareth Bale has got no intentions of leaving Real Madrid, as he has stated. A lot of teams have been linked to him though. He's a Galactico player. He would stand out fantastically well with Gareth Bale for us. He'd be absolutely fantastic. He's Premier League proven. Proved it at Tottenham. He's very skillful, very good in the air, very versatile, very quick. He leads up there well as well, does Gareth Bale. He plays with a lot of good teammates around him at Real Madrid. So I don't think Gareth Bale has no intentions of leaving Real Madrid, to be quite fair, guys. The latest news about Alvaro Morata, I think, is it around about £78-79 million that Manchester United could be paying? Of course, I think he's done his marriage. He's due his medical, or has he done his medical? I'm not quite sure. And then his honeymoon, coming to a Manchester United shirt and come and experience his facility. But the latest news now, I might be wrong about this. If Ronaldo leaves Spain, that Alvaro Morata has quoted that he won't be leaving Real Madrid. So if this Ronaldo scenario turns out to be nonsense and it's not true, it's not a true fact, then, and he does leave Real Madrid. But if he does leave Real Madrid, we're obviously in the ascendancy, and he's going to be a priority for Jose Mourinho to come back to Manchester United as Cristiano Ronaldo. But if he was to do a miracle and leave Real Madrid, and join PSG, and then obviously Morata's obviously quoted, if Ronaldo leaves, I'm not coming to Manchester United, then we're basically nacked in that asset, because we have been heavily linked with Morata for an absolute while. It's been boosting since January 2016 about Alvaro Morata. He's good at physically going around defenders. He's had irregular starts at Real Madrid. He establishes himself well when he gets them running games. And he's a proven goal scorer, Morata. He's more of a winning pedigree and higher level than Romelu Lukaku, who's got a woeful first touch. He's a good goal scorer. He's not very competitive or consistent against big teams as Lukaku. So I really wouldn't like to get Lukaku in at Manchester United. Also, Aubameyang, I think he's available as well. So if Aubameyang's available, why at Manchester United putting an initial approach for him, Aubameyang, he's world class. 40 goals last term I heard about. He's on about 272,000 a week, He's got everything. He's the talisman of Borussia Dortmund. He's very good in the air. He'll bring the firepower and leads the line very, very well with Aubameyang. And he's good with both feet. He's technically good with both feet as well. So he's got good physical attributes. So we need to get at least one of these Galactico players that we've looked into in the board. Because I don't think now, obviously we've got Lindelof announced. I don't think getting even Perisic in, Morata in, even say Eric Dyer or Matic in, I don't think it'd be good enough. And if these players do leave, such as Ronaldo, Mbappe, Dembele and Aubameyang, Manchester United should be in there straight in the queue, first in the queue, because Mourinho did sign top 4 quality players last summer, did Jose Mourinho. Eric Bailly, fantastic centre-back. Lindelof's going to be fantastic, as he has achieved at Benfica. They are going to be the new Vidic and Ferdinand. Maybe, maybe not. But he's playing them on different plays, Victor Lindelof, so we'll have to see how he participates. But he's very, very skillful. He's a good interceptor. He does hold the centre defensive line very, very well. And there will be a strong centre-back partnership. I can't see Manchester United getting another centre-back in. We've also looked at Michael Keane, but I said he'd be good as a backup plan if Jose Mourinho was going to make an approach to get another centre-back in. But he hasn't got that winning mentality, and I don't think we're really linked to Michael Keane anymore. I don't really know what's happening with him, guys, Michael Keane. But yes, as I said, this could be involved now with the David De Gea case about Ronaldo coming to Manchester United. There's been talks of 131 million euros. In pounds, it's 150 million for Ronaldo. You know, then when there was talks about 174.5 million we could pay. Now there's been talks about 350 million pound. So this 185 million thing that I've just inquired about to you guys, that's been inquired about, this is something to do with the Morata, Ronaldo and David De Gea swap, and plus the 183 million pound. You know, Manchester United, are they going to will to pay that much for Ronaldo? Yes, I think so. He's the world's best player in the world, is Cristiano Ronaldo. He sets the world alight. He's very versatile, very skillful. The best player in the universe. You can't ask for any more. He's a player that's going to win you silverware, going to win you the Premier League for the next 3 or 4 seasons that he will be playing in if he does come back to Manchester United. But it's been in the Bola papers, the Portuguese newspapers. It's been sprouting everywhere about Ronaldo leaving. He's even told George Mendes a few months ago he wants to leave. Told his teammates that he wants to leave. And he just feels as though he isn't getting recognised. He isn't getting praised at Real Madrid, and he's feeling unsettled. So he's saying, you know, why should they have another season at Real Madrid? Because he's not getting. He feels as though he's feeling uncomfortable and unsettled, and you know he's not getting praised and admired. He's not getting applauded. And if you come back to Manchester United, you know all the crowd behind him, what he got before, you know. We'll be cheering every single game, you know. We loved him and admired him, especially when we were under Fergie with Ronaldo. The just problem is Jose Mourinho and Ronaldo's played with him in the past. They don't have a very good relation, or to this. But I don't think much of this now is to do with the tax of the authorities allegation about Ronaldo. I thought it was at first, when all of a sudden, he feels as though he's a suspect in this situation, and he's wanting to leave Real Madrid because he's being petulant, as you know. Is he throwing his toys out of pram? Is he pissed off? Which, yeah, I understand he's pissed off about this, but I don't think he'll be going to court about this. But Ronaldo's achieved well. He's won 21 trophies in his career. He's won 4 Ballon d'Ors, you know. He won 3 Premier Leagues with Manchester United and the Champions League. Scored 42 goals in all competitions in one season as Cristiano Ronaldo. Scored basically around 100 goals for Manchester United. And he'd be absolutely fantastic. I think Manchester United are going to keep that number 7 role vacant. But if Ronaldo, is this going to affect the Morata deal? That's the difference. Is this going to affect the Morata deal? Because different stories keep, from numerous reports and a lot of media outlets keep reporting about this. That I still think we'll get Morata. It could be just reports. But if Ronaldo leaves, will Morata leave or will he stay at Real Madrid, you know? The transfer fee's not fully negotiated yet. I think it is around about £70 million, if I'm sure about it. Guys will have to look into it more. But I really want Morata. He's one of our main priorities, and we need someone up there who's going to lead that line. But we've got to get at least one of these, or 2 at least, Galactico players in. Because, you know, with the quality of them Galactico players, can win your leagues, score your goals, be more competitive, be very consistent, and contribute more. And that's what we haven't got, and we need that firepower. We need it at Manchester United, and that would really be ecstatic if that could happen. You know, the likes of even Perisic, you know, the likes of Lindelof, the likes of Morata, you know, the likes of, you know, the ones that are not Galactico, like underwhelming players. You know, they are good, but they haven't in my opinion, I just don't think they've got that killer instinct and that quality to get us over the line to be title contesters. But with your likes of Dembele or Mbappe or Ronaldo or Aubameyang, they're the type of players that can win you titles and be competitive. And if they could come available, we can't miss out on players like this. We just can't miss out. It doesn't matter how much they cost, or you know, we've got the money. We've got the money to do it in this budget. We've got the money to do it. Jose Mourinho's got the money to get these players in, you know. But Ronaldo would come to Manchester United, I think, in my personal opinion, if he left Real Madrid. Because Manchester United are willing to pay anything, basically. But I do respect Tomasio. I really do respect Tomasio. I respect him a lot. He's a fantastic journalist, and in situations like this, he's very, very good at handling situations like this, is Damasio. So I do praise you, Damasio. It's very, very good. Even Perisic, no latest update about you guys. Can't compare him to Bale. Not worth £48 million. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen. He has agreed personal terms, sometime next week, I think, according to reports, that we will know something about Ivan Perisic. Not can improve a squad, but I don't think he can improve a starting 11. You know, you can't improve a starting 11. I haven't really watched much of Thomas Muller, so I'll have to find some more information about that, guys, on my next video I'll be talking to you about. There's also been talks, if Morata doesn't come, right, say for example Morata doesn't come to Manchester United, if Ronaldo leaves, because there was always talks about that backup plan as a striker, because I always said we need that backup plan. We looked into Lacazette if this bid fails with Morata. I like Lacazette, he's very, very good. Arsenal linked to him as well. So a lot of teams are in the mix for Lacazette as well. He'd be fantastic. Another young age talent. And that's what we need. Kylian Mbappe. He's valued at around £100 million or more. I love Kylian Mbappe. He's a very high prospect, very skillful, got lovely footwork. You know, got fantastic genuine pace, very versatile. His approach to his game is absolutely fantastic. So yes, that's the type of players that at least get one in there out of these players that are looking more likely that they are coming available down the line. We need to look more in the region to them players, and we need to get them in at Manchester United, because we are the richest club in the world, and we need to get these players in. Dembele, fantastic as well. The likes of players like that Manchester United need to get at least one of them players on the board. At least one of them players on the board. And plus, players will be going in the summer as well, such as Ashley Young. I want Fellaini to go, because we need someone who's more attacking, who's more ability than Marion Fellaini. I want Januzaj, looks like he could be going to Real Sociedad. Jose Mourinho put a price tag of around £8 million, as I looked on before. Smalling looks like he's going, he's been into a lot of teams. De Gea could be going, as he's been house hunting in Madrid as David De Gea. You could understand why he wanted to go, because I said he's born there, his family from there, his relatives from there. And he's progressed up the ranks at Atletico Madrid before he come to Manchester United, David De Gea. So you might understand why he might want to go back to Madrid. But I said we do need that goalkeeper. If this does happen, we need Donnarumma from AC Milan could be the first choice. He's a wonder kid. He could be the world's next number one, because these overall stats are dramatic as well for AC Milan. So yeah, Dembele is quality. He's another quality player. Gareth Bale's quality. And, you know, Gareth Bale, I can't see Gareth Bale happy, because he's no intentions, as I said, guys, of leaving Real Madrid. You know, with Marcus Rashford, he's got young talent experience. He's fantastic at leading that line. He's very, very good. But he's not ready just as yet. It will come. He'll get bigger and stronger, and it will come under Mourinho in time. He will participate more, and he will progress more with Marcus Rashford. We need someone who's going to be that firepower, that attacking spirit, someone who's going to be more clinical in the final third. And I think we will succeed in this transfer. And the only time I don't think we'll succeed is if we don't get a Galactico player on the board. If we don't get a Galactico player when they're available, they're there to, the money's on the table. Whatever they want, you give them that money, you get the player, he comes to Manchester United. It's as simple as that. I said we'd pay out for Ronaldo. Maybe not. We might, if it goes to a certain extent, the prize value. Manchester United might not pay that for one player, but for Ronaldo, I would, because he's the world's best player in the world. He's the world's best player in the world. He's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's obviously won the Champions League once with Manchester United. He's won it 3 times in 4 seasons with Real Madrid. So, yeah, and he's eclipsed Lionel Messi as well. I don't know who's the better footballer. Maybe Messi's the better footballer, but Ronaldo's, it's really hard to say between them two. It's really, really hard to say between them two. To be quite fair, I think Ronaldo's a lot faster in his play. I think he's got a bit more skills. I think Messi's got a lot of... No, to be quite fair, no, sorry. I think Messi, he's faster, but I think like Ronaldo's got a bit more talent. I think he's got a bit more skill in his play, and he's very focused on his play as well. But to me, it's irrelevant how much the price... It's irrelevant to me with the price tag of Ronaldo. If we can get in there, he comes available, he departs from Real Madrid, Manchester United, come on guys, first in the queue, snatch Ronaldo, come on, come get the title back to Old Trafford, win us the title for the 3 times 4 season, come and sign a new contract with Manchester United, and we'd all love to see you back playing for the Reds. And it was a great relationship with him and Alex Ferguson was Cristiano Ronaldo. Absolutely fantastic. I used to go there, you know, with like watching all them great players back in the day, such as your Ronaldo's, Rooney when he would develop himself well, Carlos Tevez, even though he's a traitor and he's a twat, but I loved him when he was at Manchester United. Your likes of Berbatov, you know, you even likes of the British Declaration football, your Scholes, your Giggses, you know, your Vidiches, your Ferdinands, you know, all them players. You know, we was unstoppable, and basically we was the best team in the world then. We was the best team in the world, and it was a fantastic moment to be watching Manchester United like that, and we could just... Jose Mourinho is going to motivate his team more. He's going to bring the enthusiasm, the passion's going to come back in the team, and he's going to buy into our history. That's what Jose Mourinho is going to do, buy into our history. And that's what we need at Manchester United. That is what we definitely need. But yeah, Ronaldo, I'm not quite sure now if this is a debate. At first I didn't believe it. Now I'm beginning to think it could be true. With the way that it's been sprouting around over the last 24 hours or so, that it could actually be coming true. It's loads of papers have said it. Even the Spanish reports have then backed what Ebola said in the Portuguese newspaper, and it's been sprouting around since then that he wants to make an irreversible decision to leave Real Madrid. But I think it wouldn't be like this if it wasn't true. So I do think there's some I think there's something to it, and I think it could be happening that that Ronaldo could possibly be leaving Real Madrid. It could happen. Like I said, Paris Saint-Germain are willing to pay out to get Ronaldo in their team, because they still said they need a rank in their final third as well. Did PSG? Obviously, they're not interested. They've lost their interest now in Aubameyang of PSG. But what absolute brilliant moment, and what a fairy tale this would be. I can't remember when Manchester United last got a player in, and then went to another club, and then got a player back to Manchester United. I've never known it really happen. Has it ever happened before? I can't really remember when it has happened. When it's actually like a full-on buy of the player. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to, I really am very excited about this transfer window. What players are going to turn up at Manchester United? We've also got Lindelof on the board. I'm just going to be very, very ecstatic, guys, how this transfer window progresses. We'll be spending money big. Arsenal will be spending money. It's going to be, I said, it's going to be very difficult for them as they have got no Champions League football to offer. They won the FA Cup. They finished 5th last season. 5th, that's it, 5th. And you know, and it's going to be hard for them to get the players. They will still get the players in, I think, will Arsenal, but they just won't progress as much as the other teams. Chelsea should progress. They've won the Premier League last season. We should progress. We had a fantastic season. We've had a lacklustre campaign. We had a lot of clinical chances, didn't take them. You know, and we won that Europa League. We've won every single domestic cup now. So we had Jose Mourinho's first season. His first debut season, he's done fantastic. You know, I didn't expect us to win 3 trophies. Even if you're a winner, if you've got that winning mentality and that winning pedigree, it's always hard, no matter what, for a manager to come to experience a new team. It's never as easy. It's never as easy as you think as that. It's never that easy, you know. But Jose Mourinho's got it in him to take it to command the team forward. It's just getting the right key players in at the right moments. He's identified his midfield as his key role. No, don't want Eric Dyer. They don't complement Herrera, your Pogbas. No, sorry, I don't want Eric Dyer in. If we do get Eric Dyer, we do get Eric Dyer, but I'd be very, very disappointed if we do get Eric Dyer in. I'd love to get Fabinho in as well. He'd be fantastic. Even James Rodriguez, one of the best left-footed player in the world. I'd love to get James Rodriguez in as well. But I think Ronaldo, I think he deserves to come back to Manchester United. He's not getting the reception that he wants at Real Madrid. He's been there 8 years. I think he's had enough of his time there now, and he's going to come back to Manchester United, experience this facility, and he's going to be absolutely awesome. He's going to be on 40 goals a season there. So there's no better chance than this now. If Ronaldo leaves Real Madrid, there's no better opportunity than this for us to get him in the bag and get him at Manchester United next season. How fantastic this would be. It'd be just an absolute fairy tale. and it'd be a story as well. It'd be an absolute story, because we never thought this was going to happen due to the tax invasion. We never thought this was ever. We never thought all of a sudden, according to reports, Ronaldo said he wants to depart Real Madrid. We never thought this was going to happen in a million years. I didn't even think it was going to happen. I never thought it was going to happen. But Ronaldo thinks, you know, it's not the same United team I used to play for before. It's just not the same team, you know, since then. But it doesn't matter, Ronaldo, you know. It doesn't matter, mate. You're the player that's going to do the job, you know. Where's he going to play? He's a forward, of course. I don't think he'll get that number 7 role. He might get the number 9 role. I'm not quite sure yet, guys. But about Morata, I don't know if he will be coming now. It's still very, very on the cards. It is on the cards that he is coming. But you hear news reports day in, day out, you know, they say all different stories. As I said, we've always got to notify you on stuff that's going on in the transfers, even whether it's true fact or it's not a true fact. But I just give my feedback on it, and I give my opinions, and I tell you what's going on, and that's what these blog people do, such as me. So, yeah, guys, so I want to know in your comments below what you think to this scenario and this situation. Put your comments and likes below, and thanks for your time, and take it easy, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.